discuss the origins of the concept of strategy. The strategic management discipline originated in the 1950s and 1960s. The term strategy is derived from the classic Greek word strategos, which means general. General Hannibal of Carthage is often called the father of strategy. The word strategy first came into the use of understand military affairs at the beginning of the 19th century in Europe. Strategy teaches the use of engagements to achieve the objectives of the war. It was originated from the necessity of peoples to defeat their enemies. The use of strategy has literally changed the map of the world and caused the rise and fall of many a nation and its people. According to Kenichi Omei, acclaimed Japanese business strategist and author of The Mind of the Strategist, the sole purpose of the strategy is to enable a company to gain as efficiency as possible a sustainable edge over its competitors.
The development of prescriptive military and diplomatic theories of effective strategy. Military strategy involves using military resources such as people, equipment, and information against the opponent's resources to gain supremacy or reduce the opponent's will to fight, developed through the precepts of military science. Military doctrine provides a common frame of reference across the military. It helps standardize operations, facilitating readiness by establishing common ways of accomplishing military tasks. Doctrine links theory, history, experimentation, and practice. Its objective is to foster initiative and critical thinking. 5 levels in the conduct of military operations. The Grand Strategic Level. Grand strategy is to do with the full range of issues associated with the maintenance of political independence and territorial integrity and the pursuit of wider national interest. It is about the coordinated use of the 3 principal instruments of national power: economic, diplomatic, and military. The Military Strategic Level. Military strategy is the military component of grand strategy. It is the art of developing and employing military forces consistent with grand strategic objectives. It represents opinions on the use of military force for achieving the government's or alliance objectives when safeguarding its external security. The Operational Level. The operational level is the level of war at which campaigns are planned. Operational art, the skillful employment of military forces to attain strategic goals through the design, organization, integration, and conduct of campaigns or major operations, links military strategy to tactics. The Tactical Level. This is the level at which warfighting actually takes place. Tactics is the art of disposing maritime, land, air, and special forces for battle, and logistics for direct support of those engaged in combat to achieve success in battle. Technical or procedural level. At the technical or procedural level, choices of courses of action are dictated by the requirement to operate equipment effectively. It determines the way in which small units, sometimes even individual personnel or weapon systems, are deployed and operate in order to achieve the tactical objective of a battle or other type of tactical activity in a particular arrangement and sequence. Theory of effective strategy is the study of correlations between ends and means, including the use of threat of use of armed force as a conscious choice of political actors who are intent on rationally pursuing their objectives. A strategy is effective if it uses the resources you allocate according to your plan and delivers the expected results. You have to continually evaluate use of performance to check if your strategy is hitting your targets.
Explain the development of scientific one best way approaches to management. Scientific management, also often known as Taylorism. It is a management theory first advocated by Frederick W. Taylor. It uses scientific methods to analyze the most efficient production process in order to increase productivity. Taylor's scientific management theory argued it was the job of workplace managers to develop the proper production system for achieving economic efficiency. Although the terms scientific management and Taylorism are commonly used interchangeably, it would be more precise to say that Taylorism was the first form of scientific management. There are 4 principles of scientific management. Frederick Taylor devised the following 4 scientific management principles that are still relevant to this day. First one is select methods based on science, not rule of thumb. Rather than allowing each individual worker the freedom to use their own rule of thumb method to complete a task, you should instead use the scientific method to determine one best way to do the job. Second, assign workers jobs based on their aptitudes. Instead of randomly assigning workers to any job open, assess which ones are most capable of each scientific job and train them to work at peak efficiency. Third is monitor work performance. Assess your workers' efficiency and provide additional instructions when necessary to guarantee they are working productively. And the last one is properly divide the workload between the managers and workers. Managers should plan and train while workers should implement what they've been trained to do. Management development is a process in which managers working at different levels learn and improve their ability, capability, knowledge, and skills for improving the performance of individuals as well as organization. The effectiveness of managers at work contributes a lot to the success of every organization. The main point of scientific management is it helps organizations allocate the resources properly, therefore allowing them to maximize their parts. It allows quality management, which further helps business strengthen their relationship with employees.